A big play and a touchdown.
Fox now to kick this one away. This return starts at the 5. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
Trailing by 1 score late here, Kate. Maybe this is the return. Maybe this is what helps them get right back into it. Good field position now to start their most important series yet of this game.
They've got first down from the 31. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. Offense up to the line fast. From the 33 on second down. That finds Jacobs complete. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Love on 3rd and short. Caught by Jacobs. He'll have the first down and even more. Breaks through, and he might break away. And he'll take this one in for the Green Bay touchdown. The Packers take a 4th quarter lead. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. They'd be on the comeback trail right now if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and that second one far bigger than his first when you just look at the game circumstances. Puts them in front here in the second half. Puts a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
That one right down the middle. And the Packers take a 4-point lead. Now Gonzalez on to kick this one away. Rager with the return here. And he doesn't make it far at all. They bottle up that return immediately.
Well, that's the case of either overthinking things or somehow not thinking enough on that kickoff return. You got to think the 20-yard line is worst case. Instead, the coverage team sticks them with a really long field ahead.
Now Ritter gets everything he has under this throw. He's got it deep downfield. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions take a 4th quarter lead. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Well, that right there, Brock, is saving all of your guys a whole lot of work. I see 10 dudes breathing easy out there, and only one of them out of breath, and he's the one holding that football in the end zone.
Are you sure about that? Because you know what I love about these moments? I love especially going back and watching on tape and watching the big guys, watching all those alignment. Certainly some are going to walk, some are going to wave, but eventually some will make their way 90 yards downfield to celebrate that one as well. Because you're right, it was one heck of a shot.
Fox now to kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. He stopped on the return at the 27. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. There's a give to Jacobs. And he's brought down for a loss. Working quickly here. Here's 2nd and 11. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he'll take this one in for the Green Bay touchdown. The Packers take a fourth quarter lead. Christian Watson with the touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you gotta win right from the jump. And you gotta protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
Now Gonzalez on to kick this one away. Rager with the return here. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Blue strike. Green. Green jack.
Backfield is empty as they motion him out right. He fires one deep down the left sideline. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down.
Let's go. Shot 17. Black Ultra. Claude Ray.
Ritter setting up to throw. They left him wide open. It's complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
That's good for the Lions.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
Ready. Red. Cycle. Black.
Running back sent in motion.
Yellow. Stay.
Here's 2nd and 7. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
I think if you look up in faith, of encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Kidding me? Really? You're kidding me.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Here we go. Triple 38. Red. Yellow.
So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards.
97. Set. Black shot. Ready?
Back to throw it. Taking a big shot for the end zone. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So that brings up 4th and long.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
They'll motion him out of the backfield.
Slide through.
Desperation time here on 4th. Taken in by Williams outright. They make the tackle at the 38. It's a 13-yard pickup, and no worry at all on their side from being able to reach that marker on 4th down. That was impressive. New set of downs for him at the 38.
Real green. Yellow. Zoom. Green jack.
Ritter looking to throw. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Ball red. Eagle blue. Set.
Throwing now. He sends this one to the end zone. And that one looked like an interception for a second. Instead, it's incomplete. Defender couldn't hang on to it. 3rd down coming up.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. An incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
Here he is to throw. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
And that is teaching tape right there, Kate, for why you never, ever give up on a play. Looked like a certain touchdown grab until he comes in and knocks the ball free right at the last moment.
The Packers take their first time out, as they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up.
Steel. Black. Let's go now. Ready?
Looking to throw it. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. And this one may be out of reach now because the defense comes through with 6. Well, they had to try something there on 4th down, but that throw played right into what the defense was anticipating, Brock, and they make it hurt that much worse by taking the turnover back for 6.
Hey, I'm all for these great group celebrations, and, you know, I'm not Captain No Fun, but one of these times I'd like to see that player run that football over to the D coordinator who predicted that play was coming and really made the right call to create that opportunity.
Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Rager with the return here. And he dives to end the return. Not sure I understand the thinking here. They're going to start very deep in their own half.
Well, Well, that's the case of either overthinking things or somehow not thinking enough on that kickoff return. You got to think the 20-yard line is worst case. Instead, the coverage team sticks them with a really long field ahead.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Set, ready.
To throw. Finds him on the crossing route. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Smack, red. Red, cycle. Huge, yellow. Yellow.
They kick the running back in motion.
Red, yellow.
Now to throw. Trying to push it deep downfield. That's grabbed inside the 30. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
All their timeouts left, but they still need a quick score here. It's 1st and 10. Ritter to throw. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Packers have it as he records the 1st interception of his young career.
And what a huge bonus on top of the takeaway. Not only did you steal the possession, but you immediately, Kate, flip this field and give your teammates a golden opportunity to punch it in for 6. And if they score quickly, well, it'll put that opposing offense right back out there, still reeling from that interception.
Handoff here to Jacobs. And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
And in a rarity today, he stopped at the line of scrimmage. Timeout taken by the defense. They're second. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
Job 1 of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Here we go. Here
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Here's Love. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll take this one in for the Green Bay touchdown. The Packers making a 3-score game in the 4th. Christian Watson with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Now Gonzalez on to kick this one away. Rager with the return here.
Can't happen. Man, that's just something you never, ever see at this level. That's a complete failure of operation, not just by the returner, but the return team in general. And now, instead of getting into your normal offense, you got to find some way, somehow, to dig yourself out of this hole.
Okay, ready?
They're out and set. 1st and 10. throwing from near his own goal line. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. Big gain downfield. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions get it back to within 2 possessions. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
And he's going to get in there for 2. The lead shrinks to 10. Defense perhaps a little too worried about the pass there, partner, and as a result, they're able to run it in for 2.
It really becomes a numbers game down here. And you see a lot of teams employ this, right? If there's numbers there against the pass, we're going to be committed to running. If they stack the box, we got to be willing to throw it. In this case, it was a numbers advantage and the simplest path for 2 points.
Oh, did the Lions get to that one? Yes, they got it back! Well, Brock, you can't blame him with how tough it is to recover an onside kick anymore, but he did hit it before it went 10 yards, so they had to throw the flag.
On the double.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. Touchdown, Green Bay. No doubt about it, Brock. That was a route they worked on in practice, and it manifested in a touchdown when the downs counted here.
And no doubt about it, Kate, you grew up watching and celebrating Jerry Rice running that exact route, didn't you?
Yes, sir. You know it. You know it.
He was so good at it. Every receiver could do it some of the time, but Jerry and the best of them, they do it all the time, just like that one right there.
That one splits the uprights. And the Packers take a 3-possession lead.
Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
Now Gonzalez on to kick this one away. Fields the hard squib kick. And he gets what he can by diving down, but they're still backed up a ways to begin this series. So it's the visiting Packers who pick up the win. And they take the first skirmish with their division rivals, with a chance at a sweep awaiting them later in the year in their building. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. The Packers are your winners, as we'll see you next time from Detroit.
There's a girl in my backyard. I could run fast but won't get far. My mom thinks that I'm an animal. I'm just looking for the antidote. There's a British girl on my TV screen. She's so hot, she's so mean. Burn my body like it's flammable. Girl, I'm still a fan of you. Hey, 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 hey. Like a cannibal. Baby, I'm a fan of you. Your sensation, my fixation. Just tell me that it's tangible. Baby, I'm a fan of you. Hey, hey, hey. Your sensation is my fixation.
Say don't play with me, but I still gamble with it. We getting right before we take off on the landing strip. Know that you like all the attention that a fan gives. Say that you like me, but you way too young for marriage. I've been here before, I know exactly how it goes. Yeah, now I got you packing up your clothes. You can hit me up and let me know exactly when you close. I'm her favorite, says she need a. She wanna all day. Hey, 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 hey.
Your sensation, my fixation. Just tell me that it's tangible. Baby, I'm a fan of you. Hey, hey, hey. Your sensation is my fixation. You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more.
Don't be afraid of the bounce. See when your things levels got changed to your mouth. How can I walk in doubt? Never been a beg, never been a loud mouth. Pen can go for days. I'm obsessed with it, can't change my ways. So blessed with it, what can I say? Top form staying in shape.
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more.
I'm gonna run it up, though you know your fun is up. James knew back when I was coming up, didn't wanna know then. Now I bet they're loving us no more. No R&R, the bar is raised. If you know me, know I can bar for days. Nothing to prove, cause I've done enough. Lights out, still gonna keep the torch. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more?
You wanna try to beat the force,